Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is my plant update Tuesday, and I have some really freaking exciting news to share. I'm so excited. Like I always do, I go outside, I bring my roses in, and when I brought my roses in, this is what I found. Oh my god. I believe my roses are starting to grow, because I don't know if you can see it, but down here, there's like very tiny, very thin thorns that roses have. So I think it's starting to grow, which is really good. I'm really freaking excited. This was not going anything because I think it's dead. But what I've been doing with my roses, with all of my plants, except from now on, not with my orchids, I'm fertilizing them every other week, and it seems to be working. Let me check my calendar over here. So it says it's supposed to grow new roses by the 15th of October, because that's when I planted them. They're supposed to grow in 2 months. So I'm very freaking excited. Every one of my pots has something growing. Not like this, but it has something growing in them, which is very, very awesome. I checked my rose seeds, and I got nothing. So if this method works, because I saw on YouTube that this method works, so far it's working. So if this comes out with rosebuds, because I think, what I'm thinking is it's either roses or it's potatoes. That's the only thing in here. But the reason I think it's roses, because down here there are very tiny thorns that roses have. So that's why I'm thinking it's gonna be some roses. But it's very, very freaking excited. I'm growing something. I'm not exactly sure what it's gonna be, but I'm growing something. But with my history with roses, because we've had rose bushes out in the front yard, I've always seen these little white thin thorns down the stem here. So I'm thinking it's going to be roses. So I'm really excited. Only time will tell what it's going to be. But I'm really excited. I'm like so high right now with excitement. It's awesome. So again, nothing with the rose seeds, but if this method works, you should try it. We'll find out by the 15th of next month. And by next month, I should have some rosebuds blooming, which would be awesome, by the way. Okay, so what I've been doing with all my Christmas cactuses, because we're moving on to Christmas cactuses now, is that I put them in my garage, because that is the darkest room in my house. It's the darkest room. I would put them in the bathroom, but I use the bathroom during the night, so that wasn't a good idea. It's like, I could use my office. That's not good, because that's where I do my vlogs. So, like, well, the last spot I have is my garage, which we rarely go into, so that was the spot. I've been putting them on one of the freezers that we have in the garage. I don't know if it's a good idea, because once I brought this one in, it was wet on the bottom of this tray. There was water under it, so I don't know if it's a good idea to do that. If you have any thoughts on that, because it was wet, if they should be wet under, it's a clay tray, if they should be wet under the clay tray, if that's a good idea or not, leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to hear it. And anybody who's a part of the orchid group that I'm a part of, please let me know. I would love to, because I love y'all in that group, because y'all are awesome. So what we have here, I have no exciting updates like the roses, but they're doing pretty good. They're still alive. It's a plus. I've never been so good at growing plants, because they've all died on me for some reason. But I think it was my not knowing how to take care of them that was the issue. This guy is growing some new leaves. Very excited about that. The rest of it has died. But for some reason, this one's hanging on. That's good. I love it. And here is my experiment. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's hanging on. That's something, I guess. I I'm starting to think these are roots down here because it's been sucking up water like crazy. But I don't know. We'll have to, it's a wait and see kind of game here. So I can't get him off the edge of this glass. I can't for the life of me. Because I think every time I try to get him off the edge of the glass, he just breaks up. So I'm not even gonna try it. So there's that guy right there. And here are these two that I already showed you earlier. This is the guy right here. This is the one that I think is going to give me some buds because it has been the longest one that has been in new soil. I transplanted him, let's see, about a few months ago. He was the first one I transplanted. So I'm thinking since he's the longest in new soil, he's the one that's going to give me new buds. Because I read online that they need at least 12 hours of uninterrupted darkness. Well, I'm not going to get that in here. Not really. Because every time I come in here, I turn on that light and I check on my plants. Every single time. Without fail. I don't know what it is, but that's what I do. Okay, so I do have some news on my orchids. Here's my big guy right here. What I did on both of my orchids that I have left, I cut off the flower spikes because they were brown, they were very thin, they were kind of like paper-like texture. And I reached out to the group I'm a part of, which is Orchid Care and Full Water Culture, I think it's called. I'm not exactly sure on that. But it's a group I'm a part of. And I asked them, and they said, yeah, it's a dead flower spike, and you should cut them back. I'm like, good to know. So I did some research online, too, but I wasn't really sure because you know how people can say whatever they want online. It doesn't have to be true. That's why I asked people who actually know what the hell they're saying about. They know what they're talking about. It's a good thing. So I cut both off because they were both really bad. So I figured if I cut the rose spikes back as far as I can possibly do it, it can focus more on the root system and the new leaves, which is what I want. And this guy's going. I always tell you guys to gently pull the leaves until they fall off by themselves. That way you don't run into infections. So this guy is still going over here. I don't know if you can see him, but he's still going right there. He's still growing, which I'm really excited about. So both of my orchids has one leaf that's yellowing. This one's going way faster. That one's yellowing way quicker than this one is. Like I have changed this guy's dish like I don't know how many times. And from big to small. Small's like a fine. So here's this leaf. It's already starting to fall off on its own. So I'm just gently pulling like you're supposed to until it falls off completely. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this area right here. I'm just going to peel it off myself because I've learned from my orchid that died, sadly, is that this area, if you don't take it off, will actually hold a lot of water. And I was shocked to see how much water came out of it. So I'm hoping, since I also cut his flower spikes back quite a bit, I got as far to the base of the orchid as possible. It was not easy. I got hit in the face with flower spikes. It was not easy. But now, hopefully, this guy will focus on root growth. Because as you can see, he has no roots. So I'm hoping that he is going to grow some. And there's this leaf who is, I don't know. This leaf is showing a lot of veins, but it's still firm. So I don't know what's going on. So maybe, just maybe, since I cut back the flower spikes, it can focus on root growth, it can focus on its leaves, and hopefully give me some joy next week, which I I check on them every day, multiple times a day. And I sit right across from them so that I have to stare at them, which I love them. I know some people will call me crazy because I see my pets as my children. I see my plants as my children. But I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. So I believe this week is Orchid Week, is Fertilizing Week. Let me get my tablet because I don't have it in here with me. Shockingly, I don't, which it always comes with me anyway. When we get my tablet, I'm going to check my calendar to see if it's Fertilizing Week. Hang on. So I have it on here, which is where I keep all of my YouTube videos and stuff like that. Okay. So it is Fertilizing Week. Yay, I was right. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Yep, so on here I have everything I need to do for the day. I have everything of like my videos that I need to do and stuff like that on here. So it is Fertilizing Week, which I was pretty sure it was. So like always, I use distilled water that I buy at my local grocery store, which is it's under $1. So it's really a good buy. So again, I'm going to show you. If I can remember right there everything. Oh my god. I'm going to show you how to do the fertilizing if you have not known how to do it by now. I got this at like an Ace Hardware or somewhere. It's just Miracle Grow fertilizing. It's a powder form that you mix in with water. There are different kinds. It just depends on how you are at fertilizing your plants. I'm pretty good because I have it on my calendar to remind me. So for my plants, I just need 1/8 of a scoop because I don't have enough plants to do a whole gallon of water here. It's like if you have enough plants where it takes a whole gallon of water to feed your plants, go by the directions. I'm going a little bit off the directions because I don't have that much. I just have my orchids, my Christmas cactuses, and my roses, hopefully. I'm still unsure about that, but I'm still pretty sure about it. You just mix it up just like that. So there is my fertilizing water. I'm going to water some right now. I'm definitely going to water these roses. I hope these are roses. Every sign is telling me it's roses. Because what I've been doing with every plant that I've had up to this point is every week I fertilize them. I just put a little water. I'm trying not to do too much. Gotta get it right there too. And again, what I love about the soil, you can't overwater the plant, which is awesome for me. This soil, which is Miracle Grow water control, it will feed your plant as it needs it. So you can't overwater them. And I'm going to feed some of my Christmas cactuses here. Just a little on the top. I have decided not to fertilize my orchids, which I have been doing the past few weeks because I've been noticing that they get root burn like a few days right after I do that. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that for a while. Just going to let it focus on what it does naturally. And now, that's going to be it. I'm just going to go finish watering my plants. It's just going to be fun. I have to go outside and finish watering the rest of my roses and rose seeds. I don't know what to do with these rose seeds. I really don't. If this method works for the roses, I would definitely suggest that more than the rose seeds. Because I've had the rose seeds longer than I've had the rose stems and nothing. They're good rose seeds. I checked them before. So I know they're good. It's just, I don't know what the hell's going on. Do they take longer? I don't know. I got the rose seeds around September. And these came last month. So yeah, I'm thinking the rose stem and potato method's much better than the rose seeds, sadly. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more. And stay tuned because later today is my Monday night Raw reactions that I just love to do. I'm going to have a new thumbnail for this video and for my Raw video and SmackDown and Supernatural. If you watch any of those videos, you're going to see a new thumbnail. It's going to be awesome. So I'll see you guys next time.